Welcome back into another video of the Arizona Sports Fan. Thank you so very much for coming back, guys. I really do appreciate it. Now in this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you my top 5 free agents that the Arizona Cardinals need to target this 2021 offseason. Now keep in mind, our cap situation right now is not very good. So keep that in mind when I'm giving you guys this list. Yes, obviously I would want to go for the Allen Robinsons. Obviously I would want to go for the Kenny Galladays. But we got to go ahead and look at in terms of players that we can get kind of on a smaller contract, but players that can definitely still produce out there. That's what we're going to dive into today, guys. Let's go ahead and roll that intro. Guys, welcome back in. Now, like I mentioned in the intro, I wanted to talk about my 5 targets for the Arizona Cardinals to go after this 2021 offseason, coming with all these different free agencies coming out. Now, this is going to be a disclaimer. We do not 100% know yet if most of these players will be actual free agents. As of right now, the news that I got was the Arizona Cardinals only has $12 million to spend this coming offseason. Now, I know that they are going to have a meeting with the Players Association, with the owners. So we'll get the for sure number probably by the end of February, maybe mid-February, maybe even into March. That's when we'll start seeing the number that we're really gonna, kind of play with at that point. So right now I'm just kind of working with the 12 million. Now I'm not saying that the Arizona Cardinals are gonna pick up all 5 of these players. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying that if the Cardinals pick up one of these 5 players, then I would be happy with those results. Without further ado, let's just go and jump right into it, guys. My very first player I want the Arizona Cardinals to target in this 2021 free agency class is going to be none other than Joe Thuney. Now, he is coming off the Patriots. He's seen to be probably top 3, top 5 guards in all of the NFL, which is pretty amazing. Pretty exciting news there. He is coming off a franchise tag from the Patriots. Now, I specifically think that the Patriots are in a complete rebuild mode. They're looking for their franchise quarterback. They're not going to want to spend that much big money on a guard when they don't have a franchise quarterback. Now, this is personally my opinion. There is speculations that he is going to hit the open market. So this would be a great opportunity for the Arizona Cardinals to pounce in getting a premier guard to protect Kyler Murray back there. Because let's be honest here, our offensive line looked pretty good, but I honestly do think J.R. Sweezy will be hitting the free agent market himself, so I do not think that he will be back as an Arizona Cardinal. So definitely Joe Thuney would be a perfect target for the Arizona Cardinals to get. Now, my next player I want the Arizona Cardinals to target is none other than Desmond King. Now, he was just traded during the deadline. He ended up getting traded for like a 6th-round pick, which I was actually really surprised with. But he ended up going to the Tennessee Titans from the Chargers. Now, he is more of a slot-type cornerback more than anything. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, wait, Byron Murphy plays a slot. But if we do end up going Desmond King, I would rather him be in the slot and really start talking about Byron Murphy and saying, hey, let's put you on the outside. Let's see how it works. I honestly do feel like Desmond King would be an amazing talent, especially in the slot. Put Byron Murphy on the outside and maybe definitely looking at somebody else in the draft to go ahead and put on the opposite side of Byron Murphy. That's kind of the way I would love to build this Arizona Cardinal team, because bottom line is Byron Murphy was a 2nd-round pick. I was hoping he was going to play on the outside. I know his more comfortability will be more on the inside more than anything, but there's multiple different players that switch their position just due to the needs of the team that they play for. So I think this would be a perfect opportunity for him to go on the outside and just kind of move Desmond King in. But Desmond King's an amazing talent, especially in the slot. It'll kind of give us that versatility to finally have some cornerbacks that are going to be able to run with some wide receivers out there. Now, this is probably one of the biggest needs going into the 2021 offseason for the Arizona Cardinals is going to be, we need some, secondary help. The only player in the secondary right now that I feel is completely comfortable with is probably none other than Budda Baker. I like Jalen Thompson, but he's been hurt in this last offseason, which is really concerning to me. But nevertheless, I do think Desmond King would be an awesome asset for the Arizona Cardinals to go ahead and target in this free agency class. And the 3rd player I want the Arizona Cardinals to possibly target is none other than Xavier Rhodes. Now, Xavier Rhodes at one point was probably seen to be a probably top cornerback in the NFL. Now, he definitely took a slight decline. Whether you want to say it was the season before or this last season, he didn't play to the caliber that a lot of people actually saw him out to be. But as of right now, I think Xavier Rhodes will be hitting the market, the open market, and I think that would be kind of a cool opportunity for the Arizona Cardinals to really kind of either put him on a one-year deal, kind of like a prove-it deal, saying, hey, if this scheme works for you, you can possibly revive your career and get paid like you want to get paid. Because I do know that Xavier Rhodes is going to want to get top dollar for, his position, playing that DB position. But I still think that he needs to prove it first in order for, a team to really go after him and give him that big contract that he wants. So I feel like Xavier Rhodes would be an awesome asset for the Arizona Cardinals to get him on a one-year deal. One-year deal, prove it type of thing. So if he can go ahead and really flourish within the Arizona Cardinals, then maybe the offseason he can get that big contract that he's going to be wanting to get. But Xavier Rhodes is going to be the player I want my team to look out for. Definitely a dynamite quarterback. He's been one in the past, and I definitely think that he just needs a different opportunity, a different scene to really start flourishing and reviving his career. And now for my next player here. Now I'm going to cheat on this one. Now I do know that there's a big need for the wide receiving core for my team here. I honestly do want the Cardinals to either get Curtis Samuel or Marvin Jones. Now, I know I said top 5, but I'm going to cheat here a little bit and give you 6. So I do think I want Curtis Samuel or Marvin Jones. The reason for that is because they won't be very expensive to get. Now, I think Marvin Jones might be more expensive than Curtis Samuel, but nevertheless, Curtis Samuel is a dynamite route runner. He could definitely take the top off of a defense. Just a really good hands. I really do like what I've seen from him, especially when he was with the Carolina Panthers. Now, when you think of Marvin Jones is definitely sought out to be a number 2 wide receiver. He's probably going to get paid as a number 2 wide receiver. So that's why I like those two players. Absolutely. If I would have to choose, if we can afford Marvin Jones, I would 100% go with him. But I think more of a friendly type deal is going to be Curtis Samuel, but I don't think we can go wrong with getting either of those players. They'll definitely elevate our wide receiving core, and what we can do with Christian Kirk is probably move him to the slot and give him an opportunity there. And now the last player I want to go with. Now I know there's a lot of people that might disagree with me here, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyways. None other than Leonard Fournette. This guy is coming off a season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it seemed like a very poisonous seasons with the Jacksonville Jaguars, but it seems like he's reviving his career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He didn't really have a lot of touches, so he's pretty much coming off fresh legs. Now he is playing in the playoffs right now. So far he's looking pretty good. Nothing extravagant, but they do have him on a one-year deal currently right now. Now the main reason why I want the Arizona Cardinals to either go after a Leonard Fournette or even a Mike Davis is because we need that big solid back to kind of get those ugly yards, those 1 or 2 yards, because let's be honest here, Kyler Murray cannot really do a quarterback sneak like a lot of teams can do when you have like a 6'3", 6'4" quarterback back there. Then they're very comfortable with having him sneak up the middle to get those 1 or 2 yards. But if we get a dynamite, big body running back there, then we can definitely go ahead and get them to do the dirty work there. Now, I do think that we can probably get Leonard Fournette on a one-year deal. Now, I know that, he is in the playoffs right now, which I'm talking about Leonard Fournette. If he does like amazing, then his numbers might go up, his value might go up at that point. But I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to stick with them. They do got Ronald Jones. They also do got a rookie, and I believe his last name is Vaughn, but I forgot what his first name was. But they're probably going to be rolling with him as just a cheaper option at that point. But when they got Leonard Fournette, they honestly thought it was a perfect opportunity to pounce on him because he is a really good talent still. I just think that he wasn't happy with the organization of the Jaguars that he used to be in. But if he does come to the Arizona Cardinals, obviously I would have Steve Keim talk to him and say, hey, these are the stipulations. If you do this, and that, we're going to have issues. But he's definitely a great talent. We can put him back there, maybe make him a number 2 or maybe even make him number 1. Just really depends on his productivity. If you're taking a look at my list and you're saying, well, that's not really like flashy, that's not really splashy or anything like that, I understand. But keep in mind that we only have $12 million in cap room. I would love to get the Allen Robinsons. I would love to get the Bud Duprees. I would love to get the Shaq Barretts or even a Kenny Galladay. But if you really look at our cap, I'm being a little bit more realistic more than anything. So these players, although they're not big, they're not flashy, they're not these big names out there, but there definitely could be assets to add to our Cardinal team, because I honestly do feel like we have a lot of holes. Going into the 2021 season, this offseason is going to be very crucial for our free agents to hit, for our draft picks to hit big, and making sure that they're going to be starters, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, and if you're new, please consider subscribing to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. That's all I got for this episode, guys. Thank you so very much for watching, and I am out. Thank you.